So this is the broadcast tool here, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in all its glory. You can see the notation. You can also see the engine evaluation next to each move, and also how long they spend.
What I like is you can make your own moves on the board. You can check the alternatives to what the players did. And even for the moves you make, you get the computer evaluation here.
Fantastic.
I think you get it quicker and better as a premium member, such as yours truly. What I also like, there is a chat function. You can exchange things with people from all over the world. If you want to see something else, let's say you're watching a tournament and you want to see all the games at once, no problem displaying. I have no idea how many games there are, like 128 games at the same time. Can do even more. This is a team competition. You click on multi-board.
That's beautiful.
You can see all the 8 games going on at once.
You can see the games and standings, which
What we got? I'll click around. Games and standings here.
Yeah. Analysis, if we click on that tab,
Let's click on it.
You can see that it's a great little graphical illustration. The red line is 0, that is the absolute even mark. And if the white bars go up, the further up they go, the bigger the advantage. And the black bars show a black advantage.
Then there is a database, and here we get the alternatives. And if we click on a move in the database, bam, it gets played on the board.
Fantastic. And then the PGN can even be downloaded.
I like that feature.
Yeah.
Whatever tournament or game you're following, you click it and you open it in the program of your choice.
Yeah, and one of the great things I like to see as well is when we get a video from the playing hall. I like to see them in their seats, nervous, you feel the tension, you feel like you're there, don't you?
Chess is really becoming a spectator's internet sport.
Great that we can see that. I also love to see the fact that we can get in some of our friends to join us during the broadcast, and it's all interactive. That's what we love. And
a lot of overview functions there.
A lot of great functions there, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you take advantage of all of them. Let's get back to the commentary.
Keep tweeting us, hashtag C24Live. We love to hear from you. Ask us anything mainly about Lawrence life, but if you have other questions, they're also welcome.
Also send us anything you like about Jan. Hashtag C24Live.
Absolutely.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stream today. I am going to have 90 minutes Banter Blitz today. So if you are a premium member, please challenge me on Chess24 and I'll be happy to play with you. Okay, so I'm going to start accepting challenges. So anytime control in Blitz is fine for me. 3 or 5 minutes with or without increments, doesn't matter. So my first game is against Udem representative. Okay, it's hard to say for me. Since like he or she is from Mexico. So yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, so this is two nice variation of the carol can. Okay, I think take. Yeah, so white has the bishop pair, but black is still very solid here. Normally white play either d4, d3, or g3 here. d4. Okay, so I guess I have to take. What? Okay, this is a sacrifice. White can also play queen e3 and next move knight e4. But here, well, queen d4 is a little bit greedy, but it's the most critical way to play. So I have to accept the pawn and try to survive the attack. So unless white has something concrete, like knight f6, queen f6, queen b3, and develop quickly, then I may have some problem. But otherwise, I will just finish my development and be a pawn up. So knight takes f6 seems like the best move here for white. Then I'm thinking queen takes, queen b3, and I don't want to play b6. So maybe I should take ef. Maybe ef is not bad. So I am trying to develop quickly. Okay, bishop e3 give me a pawn on b2. That's really strange. Or maybe I can go bishop b4 check first as well. Queen b2 seems okay. But bishop b4 also seems okay. Bishop b4 c3, bishop c3, bc, queen c3, queen a1 seems winning actually. So bishop b4 must be a good move. Queen b2 should also be much better for black. So bishop e3 was a big mistake. White should have played maybe c3 there or bishop d3. So king e2, queen c4, king b1. King e2, I think I'm gonna take on b2. King e2 is still the best move. c3 is not good because of bishop c3, bc, queen c3, king e2, queen a1, and then queen come back to e5. And white has no compensation. So king e2 is the only move here. Then I take on b2, then white play queen e4 check. I go back, bishop e7. Really difficult to say who's better there. I mean, I know I'm better for sure, but hard to say the best move there. Queen e4 is the only move. Bishop e7, then rook d1, knight d7. Should be fine for me. And I'm up on time too, so this is great. Knight d7 seems natural. Get the knight out. Okay, king d7. Okay, maybe queen a2 or yeah, there's nothing wrong with queen a2. So just getting my pieces out and trade the queens, I guess. Then king c7, rook d8 should be very easy win here for black. Okay, he's still fighting. Let's go rook d7. Check. Okay, good game. So white's only mistake there is bishop e3. If white had played bishop e3, he probably would have some compensation there. Okay, so let's start another game. And white this time. Let's go with g3. So I like the Leningrad system for black. So I am playing it with white now. It cannot be too bad when you have an extra tempo. So h6, very interesting. Does black really want to play g5? Okay, show me. Maybe g5 is a move, but it's a very risky move. So let's go h3 and bishop f3. Okay, so I have bishop pair. Let's go e4. I'm fine with exchanging queens, not a problem. Okay, he doesn't want to trade queens, so I'm gonna keep it. So I want to play bishop e3, bishop e3, 92, and castle. Or maybe let's go 92, knight b3, or 92, knight b3, or 92, knight c4, and then try to castle also. So where should my knight go to? Maybe b3, and then bishop b6. I want, what do I want there? I guess I want bishop e3. So at least my king can castle. And then also I will later on play some attack on the king side with g4, g5. Okay, knight b4 attacking c2, but that's the only idea. So it's a one move threat. Not really a good way. So just after queen c3, knight will have to go back soon. You can play a5 or queen b6 now, but then a3 and the knight will have to retreat. a5 is a3, knight a6, then I can take a5. Do I take with queen or do I take with knight? That's the question. Let's take with knight. Why did I take with knight? Maybe I should take with queen. But anyway, it's okay. Actually, taking with knight is better because taking with queen then take knight c5. Okay. Anyway, it's a very pleasant position here for white. Okay, he's giving me another pawn. Is there some tricks? Knight c6, rook c8, e5. It's okay. Let's go. Let's go for that. Rook fc8, e5. e5, knight d5, bishop e5, ed, knight b4, queen c3, bc. That's okay. I'm still up 2 pawns, so must be pretty good here for me. Also, I fixed my pawn structure problem. Rook c8, rook take, rook d1. Must be quite good here for me. Maybe rook d3, gain a tempo. And then I have rook d5, rook d6. Gotta be quite good here, but maybe gain another tempo. And then go for the pawn now. And then I should just push my pawn. Push the pawn, push. There's no good way for black to stop my pawn now. Okay, up a queen should win very easily. Okay, it's mate in 2. This is like tactics frenzy. Okay, good game, good game. So my opponent, he played a very good game up to the middle game when he blundered this a5 pawn and then the c6 pawn. But he didn't make too many big mistakes there. So I got a challenge from Grandmaster Alan Pichot, 3+2. So let's try. Okay, I have white. Let's go for e4. Okay, Sicillian. Maybe knight off. Maybe time enough. Let's see what he's going for. Okay, probably time enough. Queen c7, a6. Okay, I'm gonna play with this solid setup with castle. Okay, h5. What is the move here for white? h3. Is it h3 or let me think. I think h3 is a good move. So the idea of h3 is that when black play h4, I go g4, and okay. So he's playing for the f4 square. He wants knight g6 and knight f4. So maybe I go bishop e3. Wait, castle. Yeah, this is difficult to decide which way to go. So he wants knight g6, knight f4. I will probably play knight de2 and control f4. And I want to play f4 later on. f4 e5 or f4 f5. Okay, is he going for knight c4? It's very interesting. Okay, should I play b3 to stop knight c4? I think I should do that because it's very important to stop knight c4. So my threat is f4 now. If you play bishop b4, I can go queen d4. Not a problem. So if I get f4 e5, that should be much better. What can he do about that? b5, I go f4, b4, knight a4, not a problem. So it looks pretty good here for me, I would say. Knight e5 was a mistake. He should have played maybe bishop d6 to stop f4, or b5. But b5 I have f4 anyway. So queen d4, knight c3, bishop c3. I should take with queen, I guess, to make sure that I have f4. Okay, what is going on here? f4, knight c6. What is going on? f4, knight c6, queen g7. Can I take g7? I can also just go back queen d2 and still have a very decent position. But queen g7, bishop f8, queen g7, bishop f8, queen f6, bishop e7. That's a perpetual. Okay, I'm gonna go queen b6 here, just to stop him from playing b5, and I should have a very nice advantage here. So he doesn't get to play b5 at all, and I just have to slowly improve my position. What does he have? What does he want here? Let me go king b1, so no tricks there. Let me go rook d2 maybe. I want to attack him somehow, but it's not so easy to come up with a plan here. So looks like at some point I will have to play. Let's go a4, a5 just to fix that. At some point I will have to play e5. Maybe he castle, I play a5, and then e5. But e5 he always has d5, so I don't really like to play e5 too quickly. But in the meantime, how do I increase control of? Maybe I should double rooks and try to attack d6. Maybe rook d2, rook d1, and then maybe I can suck on d6 too. Seems like a reasonable move. He's thinking about e5 for sure. Okay. What should I do here? Rook d6 I don't like. Maybe go back to e3. Let's go 94, 96. And we keep the bishop advantage. Okay, we take c6, f5, and then bishop f1, attack a6. Should I take on d6? Seems like a reasonable move. It's hard to say. Problem is I don't have that much time, so maybe knight a4 would have been better, but it feels like this is a critical move that I have to play. Because once I win the c6 pawn, it should be pretty good for me. So if knight moves somewhere, I take c6, then a6 may be falling too. So all my queenside pawns are quite strong. Okay, let's go king c1, defend against threats like rook d1. So I don't see any idea here for black. I'll just maybe take the knight. Maybe take the knight, take the pawn maybe, knight d5, king d2, king e3. So my position is still pretty good. Problem is that I don't have an immediate threat. So maybe defend e4 and try to advance on the queen side. Okay, so I play some bad move and he has good play now, but I think I'm still fine here. Oh, we are playing with increments. I forgot. I thought that I'm gonna win on time. Forgot that we are playing with increments. That makes a big difference. God, that's bad. That's very bad for me. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Oh, nice. He wants rook g4 and checkmate me. Knight f5, knight c6, knight c8. Which way should I go? Knight c6. Let's go for that. Oh no, I missed that too. Okay, I thought there is no increments, so that was I rushed a little bit. But yeah, this is a losing position, of course. Nice game, nice game. Okay, I'm gonna resign. Good game. Okay, so I was winning, but I misplayed something in the middle game. Okay, maybe I shouldn't take on f4. Maybe I should play rook a6 or something there. Okay, anyway, let's try another game. Okay, I'm black now. Let's go with English opening. So black's idea here is to provoke white's knight to d5 and then try to trade off the knight. So both move here are playable for white. DC or CD, both are okay. Yeah, this is a normal position playable for both sides. Where should my queen go? Maybe to e7? Maybe to e7? Or maybe just bishop g4. Bishop g4, bishop a3, knight e4. Okay, it's a bit unclear. It's a bit unclear. Let me think. Okay, I'll go bishop g4. Bishop a3, that's what I expected. So my idea is queen a5, bishop d6, rook d8. And I should be able to get back that pawn at least. Queen d6, probably not a good move because I can play e4. So white will have to play c5 and then I go knight e4, take on d6. Okay, b4, I didn't expect this move. What if I take on b4? What is the idea? I don't know. Now I have better pawn structure. Maybe white should have played queen d2 instead of bishop b4. Okay, so if I take b3, ab, e4, knight d4, rook d4, bishop g4, rook d3, and rook b3. That may be better for me. Let's go. Let's go for that. Knight d4 is only move. Rook takes d4, bishop g4, rook d3, bishop e2, rook b3, up a pawn. But white has decent drawing chances. Okay, I gotta take and play b6. So if I get my knight to d7 and c5, that should be better here. Maybe instead of rook b5, we have to play c5, bc, rook b7, and try to get bishop c4. Here, white doesn't have any counterplay, so it should be very good for black. Let's go rook e8. White doesn't have any counterplay, so I'll just activate my pieces and activate a king, I guess, and then play a5 at some point. a5 was not a particular good way to trade the pawns. Okay, the bishop is trapped now. Okay, good game, good game. So I'm white again. Let's try something unusual, maybe f4. Let's go e3. So this is a reserve Dutch defense, and I think it's playable. Let's go castle. Let's go b3. Threatening bishop a3 maybe. Let's go bishop a3. Queen d8 is the best move. Queen d7. Maybe at some point black will have to worry about knight e5. But okay, for now he doesn't have to. So what's the idea here for me? I don't know. I should try maybe for 92. Maybe 92 and then h3, get a knight to f3. It's not much, but black will have to castle long, so that's a good thing, because then we have more complicated positions. I may try to attack on the queen side, maybe with a4, b4, e5. Okay, let's go queen e1, defend e3, and prepare for knight e5. So he doesn't really want to take my knight at all. But I'm gonna force him to take that. Okay. So my plan is to go b4, a4, b5. His plan is to go maybe 97, e5, maybe. So should I attack that pawn with knight e5? Yeah, let's go for that. Knight e5, rook e7 seems like the only logical move. King h1, getting out of the pin, just a prophylactic move. Okay, now queen h4 makes sense. Attacking the rook and h7. So f6 seems to be the move. And then I take on d7, maybe take on f7. But e3 is hanging, so maybe take on d7 and rook a e1. Maybe rook a e1 first. g5, interesting. Isn't that a sacrifice? Yeah, he should just play h6. Okay, should I give a check? I think I should. Check here, trade off one pair of rooks. And then his king is in the center. My rook is coming to f1. Let's go c4. His king is kind of stuck in the center. But what can I do about that? That's another question. So maybe queen g4. Let's go to f1. Maybe d4 then. Take the pawn. Yeah, he just give me another pawn. So this is pretty good. f8 and queen a8 wins the rook. Okay, that should win the game. All right, good game. It was pretty much equal until he blundered with g5. Could have played h6 and it's still very difficult to win there for me. Okay, so let me play another game. This time I'm white again, playing someone from Vietnam. Okay, so let me try with d4. Good luck, Sonnen. Okay, so what do I play here? Let's go with the London system, something quiet and positional. Okay, 92. So the good thing about the London system is that you don't have to memorize too much about theory. It's pretty much just a way to develop your pieces normally. So let me go c3 here. Black is playing a little bit passive here with knight bd7, bishop e7. Not that useful. So what should I do? Let's go with h4. Try to be a bit aggressive on the king side. Maybe queen f3. So now I have a real threat with g3, double attack c7 and g7. Let's go queen g3. He cannot castle, so he has to play some rook g8 or bishop or king f8. Okay. Let's go rook d1. Prepare for the possible open of the d5. Okay, c4 is interesting. Let's go back to c2. So Black's plan is not so clear here. I don't know what he's planning to do. He won't have an attack on the queen side. So in the meantime, my attack on the king side is very strong. G7 pawn is weak. You cannot trade on e5 because of DE, and then maybe some bishop h7, bishop h6 then. Okay, so here I actually have some choices here. e4 is a very logical move. e4, trying to open up the center is very logical. I'm also thinking about some bishop g6 idea, but probably it won't work. So let's go with e4. Very logical idea. So Black's king doesn't have a safe place to hide, and he doesn't have a counterplay here. So it's already very difficult here for Black. And my piece is now on active. Queen may be coming back to f3, attack f7. I can castle shot anytime I want. Yeah, so Black's move a5, a4 was a mistake. He should have played b5 there. Okay, so here knight e5 seems like another mistake. If DE, his plan is to go knight e5, but the problem is I can take f6 first with check, and then if bishop f6 I go DE, or if gf I go queen g8. So Black is losing a piece here. Now the rook on d1 is very useful. Black has to take with queen, and then I'll centralize my bishop. Oh, let's just castle. That really doesn't have a good move here. Okay, let's take. Okay. Yeah, Black is losing the exchange, and my pieces are still so strong here, attacking on his pieces. Okay, so I won on time, but this position is also winning for me. Yeah, Sona, you did a pretty good job, but you wasn't familiar with the opening, and you make some bad choices in the middle game. Anyway, good game, and try to try to learn. It's just is a very fun game. So let's try another opponent I have here. Okay, they keep giving me white pieces. Let's go with knight f3, d4. So I'm having the center here. Must be a little bit better for white. Maybe it's nothing too much, but I still like that position. Bishop on g7 is not particularly active. My bishop on e3 will be better placed. The only reason I didn't play bishop e3 is that I don't want to waste a tempo in case he play bishop h6 and trading that bishop. So now that the knight has come to e7, I can play bishop e3. But first of all, I would like to trade off that bishop first, and then my bishop on e3 will be more active than the one on g7. Okay, so I go queen b3. Queen b3 seems like a normal way to develop the queen, so I'm gonna go with that. Let's go bishop g5, pinning the knight. The problem is black cannot play f6, so I can take the knight if I want. Now this is a good question. Should I take that knight? Should I take that knight or should I let it live? I'll let it live for now. Because my knight is gonna go to the d5 square, and that's a very nice square for my knight. So if he play knight c6, I'm gonna go knight d5, and then c7 is weak. Okay, c6 stop my knight from coming to d5, but allows me to go rook d6. Also, now that the knight on d7, now that he plays c6, the knight on e7 cannot really move anywhere. Did I miss knight d5? No, knight d5, I have knight takes d5. Okay. Nothing to worry about, although I didn't see it at the beginning. Anyway, here I can take on e7, queen e7, rook c6. That's a pawn up for me. It seems good, but do I have something better? Queen a3, is it better? Is it better or is it worse? Okay, let's just go for the pawn. I should be happy with the pawn. Just a pawn, but it's an important one. Okay, so what do I do here? 95, Queen B7, Queen A4. Yeah, that seems okay. Queen D7, Rook C4. I can also go Queen A4. But let me go Rook C4. Rook C4, B5. Maybe not so simple. Let's go Queen A4. B5, I have Queen A6. Oh, B5, I just take. Queen G4, maybe? Queen G4 may be annoying. Queen G4, I have to go back Queen C2 because he's threatening Rook takes D5 or Queen E2. So, okay, F5 is a good move. Maybe I go Queen C4, threatening Knight F6 and Rook C7. Do I have Rook G7? No, I don't. So, not so easy here. Rook A7, Fe, Queen C7, Rook G8, or Queen G8. Let's go H3. Let's keep it simple. Yeah, let's keep it simple here. So, better knights, better endgame. Okay, good game. I see someone challenging me and having my picture as their profile photo, so I'm gonna play him or her. Okay, so thank you for having my picture as your photo, as your profile photo. Anyway, let's go with the French defense. Okay, Tarash variation is interesting, but I think it doesn't really give White too much of an advantage. 393 is more challenging than knight BD2, in my opinion. Okay, trading the queens should be fine for black. Usually knight takes d4 is considered more challenging. Okay, what should I do here? Knight e4, knight e4. Yeah, knight e4 seems like a good move. Bishop e3, then maybe e5. Not really. I like bishop c5. Now, maybe I should play e5. I don't know. Maybe e5. Or maybe just king e7 or castle. Let me castle, play normal chess here. Castle fd8. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so now let me bring the king to f8. I could have played king e7 before instead of castle, but it feels a little dangerous to keep the king in the center. Maybe white has some rook e1, knight f5 idea. Okay, so now I have to take the bishop and go back knight c5. Now, should I go bishop a4? Bishop a4, b3. Okay, let me go a5. No, not really. I don't want to weaken it too much. So Let me go bishop. No, let me go a5. Okay, no problem. a5, try to stop b4 and get bishop a4. That's my plan. Trading the bishop on a4 and get the knight to a4, attack b2. Should be equal here. A little bit easier to play for black. Let me take. Bishop d1 is only moved. Bishop d1, knight d1, and I should play a4. Or should I? Yeah, let's go a4. And then king e7. Maybe e5. Or king d6. Let's go king d6. Now, should I play b5? Maybe I should have played e5 there to stop king d4. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Now I want to play king c6. If king c4, I'm thinking I can play b5. So I didn't want to play b5 immediately because he has c4 and trading off that pawn. Now if he plays c4, I don't have to play b5. Maybe I go knight b3. Maybe I go knight b3 or knight d7. Knight d7 also seems very reasonable. But okay, let me go knight b3 and king c5. So the problem is he doesn't have an... Oh, king c5 was not a good move. He should have played knight f2 and he could be better there because knight d3, king b4. But now his knight won't be able to leave e3. So it's got to be a little bit better here for black, I think. But I have no idea how to win this. Maybe f5. So I'm kind of threatening f4 here. If white play f4, maybe I'll go g4. So I keep the h2 pawn weak. And maybe I'll try to bring my knight to e4 somehow. So b6, king d3, knight b7, king c3, knight d6. I don't know, h6 or h5, which way should I play? h5, king c3, knight b7, knight d1, knight d6, knight f2, knight c4. h5 seems like a good move. Then I go knight b7, king d3, knight d6. Okay, b4 is a very bad move. Yeah, this should be winning for white, for black now, because my king breaks through here, and the king is running to the king side with king f3, king g, with king f3, king g2. His king is not gonna get anywhere close. Okay, I can take the pawn. Yeah, let's take the pawn. King b4. Let's go back and play safe. King e5. I'm going to create a passer on the king side, and that should be enough to win the game. f4, gf, h4. Yeah, that seems like winning. GF, H4, knight G6, G3, HG, H3. That's the win. On knight G6, I can play H3 first as well. That's it. No more defense against the H pawn. So b4 was the critical mistake there. Instead of b4, he could play king d3 and just wait. And my knight may get to e4, but maybe it's not enough to win. Okay, good game. Okay, let's try another one. I am black now. Okay, let's go for this. English opening again. Reserve. This is like a reserve Sicilian. So nothing much is going on here. White is up a tempo comparing to Sicilian. It's eventually game. But black is also quite solid here. Should I play a5? Yeah, let's stop b4. Let's go f5. Yeah, let's go f5. King h8. So those moves are very natural for the special again. Okay, a4 is a good move. What should I do here? So I want to play e4, but that's probably not good. His knight is coming to c5. That's a problem. Yeah, knight c5 is not so easy to deal with. So let me go bishop f7. Kind of a waiting move and see what happens. Also, I may want to put a bishop on g6 and support e4 or bishop on h5 and also kind of threaten e4. Knight c5, that's a good move. So I think I have to take that knight. Queen take and maybe bishop h5 now or e4. e4 take knight e4, that's not good. a4 I want to play, but that seems too slow, so I'm gonna go with bishop h5 and try to threaten e4. So best move here for white is fe1 defending e2 bishop. And what do I do here? Let's go e4. That seems a bit risky, but sometimes you have to take risk. So what should I do? What can I do? Knight d4, queen f6, queen d5, queen f2. That's not good. That's not good. So let's take. Yeah, and then I have this trick with knight f4. Rook e1 is still okay. Rook e1. Rook e1. Do I have knight h3? GH, queen g5. What? Queen c4. What's wrong with rook e1? I have no idea. But Queen c4 is just a very bad move. Yeah, luckily I have this b5 getting a tempo with rook b8. And then knight e2, rook b2 should be winning for black now. Rook d1, and now I just have to decide how to double on the d5. Do I go rook f7, rook f6, rook f5, or do I go queen d7 followed by rook d8 or queen d6? Let's go queen d6. I mean, I think all the moves are winning, but queen d6 seems like the easiest way with rook d8 coming. Should be a win now. Queen d1, rook d8. There's no way to defend against rook d2. There's some king f1, but that's why queen d6, because king f1, queen h2. So, okay, good game, good game. So instead of queen c4, he could have played rook e1, and I'm not sure if maybe I have knight h3 there. I don't know. Knight h3, gh, queen g5, king f1, rook takes f2, rook, king takes f2, rook f8. That's mate. Oh, so maybe he saw all of that. He didn't want to play rook e1 because of queen. But knight h3, gh, queen g5, king h1, rook f2, rook g1, or queen e4. Yeah, queen e4. I don't think it was for black. So rook e1 would have been better here instead of queen c4 there. So anyway, let's try another game. Okay, this h6 is interesting. Is he gonna go for g5? He does, he does. Interesting. Very interesting setup. Okay, so what is the best way to develop for white here? Knight bd2, g4. Maybe that's not great. So let's get our knight to maybe to c4 or c2. Oh, so black is playing very aggressive here. Very aggressive play for black. Okay, what should I do here? Maybe g3? No idea. Let's go bishop b3 just to keep the bishop safe there. Maybe let's go d4. So I play d4 because of his previous move, king f7, put the king on that diagonal. So if knight e4 now, I may have bishop c2, and that's pretty good for me. So queen c8. Let's go bishop c2. So he's playing quite fast and aggressive. Let's go king f1 just to get out of that rook, just in case. And then maybe we will try to develop somehow. Okay, let's go queen d3. Knight d5 maybe. Oh, that was bad. Knight f5 was better. Yeah, I forgot about knight d5, knight d5 ed, bishop g6, and then I have to go back queen d2 or queen e2. But it's okay. It's not too bad. It's not losing for me at all. Still playable position. Knight d5. Maybe I have d takes e5. D takes e5. What is going on there? D takes e5, d takes e5, e takes d5, bishop g6, queen d2. Who is better there? I don't know. I have no idea at all. Let's just go for it. I have no idea who's better at all. Okay, ed, bishop g6, and then maybe queen e3 or queen d2. Bishop g7 is on the move. Bishop takes g6, and then maybe queen here, just straight off the queen. Should be around equal. Should be right equal here. But practically it gives white a little bit more chances here in general. I've done that a bit too pawn, but luckily he didn't play. He didn't see it. Okay, let's go for the end game. King e4. This end game gotta be a little bit better for white. Okay, let's go a4. Okay, it's probably a draw now. Yeah, it is a draw now. Okay, good game, good game. Very good game. Yeah, I think at some point he was better, then I was better, but just a little bit, and then we trade off on the pieces. Very good game. Okay, so I got another game here. 2972 rating points, very high. So got to take it seriously. And this is 3 minutes, no increments. What is the series here? Check. Maybe. No idea. Okay, can I take d5? 95, queen f3. Huh, I cannot take that. Huh, interesting. Okay, cannot take that pawn. Okay, this has been a very bad opening choice for me, but we got to live with what we have and try to make the best out of it. Very bad opening choice. In fact, I could say terrible. But it's okay. We are still solid here. We are still solid here, so nothing much to worry about. Bishop e5, I should take with rook, I guess. Okay, take. Knight c4, queen f6. Queen f6, it has queen d2. That's the trick. Okay, then let's go bishop b7. Try to play b5 later, maybe. What do I do with e5? Maybe I take. Bishop e5, rook c8. I can also play queen h4. Queen h4, g3, queen h3, e6. That may be too dangerous. I can play bishop f5, but let's just take and go rook c8. Threatening knight a4. So what does he have here? Bishop d4. Oh, it's playing very aggressive. So what if I play knight a4? Playing very aggressively. Knight a4. Knight a4. Rook c4. Maybe not good. Let's go bishop g7. Or rook e5. Too many choices here. I don't know what to do. Let's go knight a4. Okay, rook c4, knight b6, rook c6. Rook e5 maybe, rook d6. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Bishop here. And rook b1, do I have bishop g7? I think I do. Bishop g7 seems good. Queen b7. Oh, I blundered that one. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's terrible. Okay, good game. Good game. Yeah, today I'm just not playing well. Good game. Yeah, I miscalculated this move. Knight e7. Okay, so let's try another game. Queen c2. What is this queen c2 move? Can I play b5? Probably. Knight a3. What is this move? Queen b6 maybe? or bishop d7. Even bishop a6 is a move. Let's go bishop d7. Keep it simple. So just try to keep everything simple. Maybe knight c6 or knight a6. Let's go knight a6. Going to b4 must be a good square for the knight. Yeah, knight c4 is a blunder. Now I win a piece. Should I take e4? I think I should. Okay, and now just finish my development, and I should win this without much difficulty. So I'm up a piece now, and there's no tactics with knight f7 or anything. So this should be an easy win for me. Okay, he's giving me the f4 bishop, but he's trying to take the d7 bishop as well. So maybe I should go bishop a4 first, get a tempo, and then maybe I'll take that bishop, and then go queen d5, trade off the queens, and yeah, then this is a comfortable win here. Trading off the queens, and he has no more tricks. Let's go rook b8. Let's go bishop f6. Take that knight. Then there will be no more complication. Okay, it's a slow win, but it's a win. So I'm gonna go g5, h5. Eventually take on b2. Okay, so I win the game. Won the game. Nice, that's a nice one. Okay, let's try someone else. And black. I suppose this is not a serious opening, but when I saw Magnus Carlsen play this in the Carlsen Magnus tour, I was surprised, and he actually did quite well with it. So I decided to give it a try myself. Actually, now things looks pretty good for black. I'm gonna go e5, attack on the king side, and everything is nicely protected. Okay, should I take on f4 first and then, yeah, I think I should take, then go queen d6 maybe, and then e5. Actually, instead of queen d6, maybe knight e4 would have been a stronger move. But it's okay, I'm gonna get e5 anyway. e5. Now taking with rook or with knight is better. Let's take with knight. Because I want some threats like knight g4 or knight c4. Things are looking good for me. 92 seems like the only good move. Then maybe I can go knight c4. No, knight c4, knight c4. That's not good. 92, I should go knight g4. Wow. Queen a7. Wow. Interesting. So I can play knight c6, knight c6, queen a4, rook e4, or knight c6, queen b7, rook b8, queen a6. But I like this knight f3. Seems like just the attack is very strong. Rook e5, rook g5 is coming. Queen f3. Yeah, this attack has to be winning for black. Queen h3, knight g4. Okay, let's give a check here and go to b2. Check here, and this is mate. Okay. Yeah, white became too greedy with queen a7. He should have played something like 92 or knight a3. Okay, I am black again here. Let's go b6. I have a funny idea with g5. Maybe it's not too bad. Let me try that. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's actually quite decent position here for black. So I have space advantage, and I have some space advantage. It's not too bad here. Should I go knight f6 or should I go bishop b2? That's the question. Okay, I'm gonna take that bishop. And castle. Maybe let's go queen d6 or knight e7. Let's go knight e7. Actually, maybe knight e7 is not a good move. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Okay, I gotta play rook d6 here. Okay, take a pawn, go here. It's about equal here. Trade the queens, I guess. How do I recapture? Maybe with rook. Okay, take. So it seems like an equal position. But in this type of position, we actually have good chances to outplay our opponent. So EF, we go 94, try to get the b3 pawn. D4, very interesting. Let's go king here. Bishop here. Take a5 maybe. Yeah, let's go for that. Take a5. What is going on here? So we get the king to c5. That gotta be good. Maybe play e5 first, and then king to c5. Then a4. Maybe bishop back first, and then a4. Okay, we got the c4 pawn. Maybe trade the bishop. Go back to d4. Attack f3, and we're up a pawn. Should win this endgame. Oh, I should go king c5. What a terrible move. What a terrible, terrible move. Well, I'm trying to win the e4 pawn. If I can get that, then I should win. I should be able to win this. f2. Yeah, that is the win. Okay, was a close game, but I managed to outplay my opponent in the end game. Okay, let me play one last game before I go today. So all my opponents actually today they play very decent games. Dangerous, right? Okay, I'm gonna accept your challenge. Good luck. So let's go for King's Indian. A complicated opening with lots of chances for complications. See, 97 is supposed to be the move here. Trying to get a knight to c5. Maybe play f5. Bishop h6. Interesting way to handle it. Okay, I'm gonna take that bishop and go knight b4. Seems like my knights are very active now. And that should be something, right? That should be something. Queen d2 seems like the most solid move. And then maybe I take on e4. Maybe I take on e4. Bishop e4, I go rook f4. Gotta be quite good for me. Yeah, I think he made a mistake when I play f5. He had to take ef there. For better or worse. Usually white doesn't want to go for this bishop f6. But maybe g4 also before that to stop f5. So now it's very tricky how to defend the bishop. Queen d2 is probably one of the ways to defend, but there is something about it here that I feel like not so good for white. So first of all, I can go bishop f5, gf, and I have a very strong attack. But I'm thinking about knight e4 and bishop f5. And the problem is, after bishop f5, white cannot move the knight from e4 because of knight c2. So his only way to defend is knight f g5. Knight f g5, then maybe I can play bishop e4, knight e4, queen h4, which is probably the best. Probably that's the best way. Knight f g5, bishop e4, knight e4, queen h4, g3, rook e4. Okay, this is just losing a knight. So this is not good for white. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to c5. Let's go to f4. Let's just go queen f6. Let's go to f8. f6 here. So I am up the knight and several pieces. It should be an easy win, but let me try to checkmate him as quick as possible. Let me try to checkmate him. Okay, so this is mate in 3. h takes g3, king g2, rook f2, and then rook h2. Okay, good game, good game. So thank you all for playing with me today, and I hope you enjoy my stream. Hope to see you the next time. If any of you guys have been waiting and didn't get to challenge me, please be patient and challenge me next time. I'll try to play as many people as I can. Okay, thank you all. You have a good day.